Hey guys, Bastian here, and today I actually want to talk about something that's been really requested super often, and that is, how I actually overcame my gaming addiction. But before I do that, I actually wanted to announce that the one-on-one consult with myself is now open, and if you want more information about it, stick till the end and I'll give you more information. Without no further ado, I just want to talk about my experience with, gaming and how it's really, impacted my life in a negative and also, a good way. So what I used to do is I used to play video games when I was 12 years old. I believe even younger than that, and I did it, until 21 years old, and right now I'm 21, right? But obviously not with the same pace I used to and the same intensity, when I was just doing it full on after college. Okay, so really what I had is I would just go to college, come home, play video games, eat, play video games, and that's it, right? And that's really what I did from 12 to, I believe, 17 years old. And then, I started to get into fitness, right? So I really loved fitness because I was super skinny, underweight, and it gave me some sort of confidence. It actually started out with the motivation of getting girls. I feel a lot of males do that to just, get muscles and think they're gonna get girls. And that was my initial motivation, right? But then you actually develop these amazing principles, with fitness, such as consistency, discipline, and it just makes you feel a lot more confident, and especially with the progress you're seeing in the gym. And, slowly it started to replace my desire, fitness, instead of gaming, right? So I had a more decent balance. And so what happened after is I actually, just balanced it really well. But what I would do is I would go to college, I would come back, I would play video games, go to fitness, play video games, and sleep, right? So it started to gradually become less. So basically what if I objectively look at it, what really started me to play video games less was gradually shifting away from it by replacing my desire with something else that I loved, right? So at the time it was fitness. And then I started with, the social media marketing agency space. And then what I told myself, hey, if I want to run a successful business, I need to go cold turkey on this. And that failed, right? So my first suggestion is don't go cold turkey right away on gaming, okay? Even my mentor plays video games and he's doing 40K months. And another, and that's my previous mentor, Trey, and he plays one or two, he's not addicted or anything. And basically Quasi, that's my new mentor, he's doing 100K a month and he plays video games with Trey, right? So it is possible, guys. I just wanted to let you young intermediate entrepreneurs let you know that, because it actually helps with just the sanity, to just maintain it. Because if you actually enjoy gaming, there's nothing wrong with it, but the abuse of it, that's not the place you want to be at. It's with anything, abuse, if anything, is just not good. Abusing the amount of I don't know, drinking too much water is not good. Eating too much is not good. Going to the gym too much is not too good. Just too much of anything is not good, right? So what really worked for me was, because in December 2018, right, I started with the agency space, and then it really started to replace my desire, right? So I had fitness, agency, and games. And then again, it gradually became less, right? It just became less. And then, in April, I went to Serbia. And then really, I just did sales and sales calls only there and absolutely nothing else, right? Doing it done for you. And I still was playing video games, but it was so much less because my desires just kept getting replaced. And obviously I was still, just playing video games because it was truly hard for me to go, cold turkey on that if you're playing it for 9 years. It really just gets ingrained into you as, I need this. And so then, if you can actually use it to your advantage by just disciplining yourself to routines and doing first what you got to do for your business, right? To actually move the needle, and then reward yourself with 1 or 2 video games, okay? That's what I did. And I feel the last time I played video games was 2 weeks ago, just to try it, because I was kind of feeling overwhelmed, and my mentor told me to, give it a try, man, just so you can chill out, reward yourself you're doing amazing. And so I did it, but honestly, I lost the desire for gaming, right? So since January 2020, I've quit gaming, right? After 1 year and 1 month in entrepreneurship, 2 months actually. And so, you can't go cold turkey on it if you're really, addicted. The first thing you gotta do is admit to yourself you're addicted, okay? I really was always in denial of oh, I'm not addicted, I just enjoy video games, and then if you actually see how much it damages you if you abuse it, and abuse of anything, is not good. With alcohol, drugs, gaming is also some sort of drug. It gives you instant gratification. Double kills. So my my piece of advice is gradually start to shift it out, right? Start replacing your desires of, it like being gaming full on now with, maybe trying, a new business, right? So if you're in the agency space, start, actually making a routine for yourself for like, when you come out of school at like 3 p.m. or out of your job at, 5 p.m. and you do what you gotta do first to move the needle, and then you play 1 or 2 video games, right? And then gradually you start like actually seeing, well, this is gonna be hard at the start, I gotta admit that, right? This is definitely gonna be hard at the start. And obviously disciplining yourself, plus actually gradually shifting away from gaming, like that just really requires discipline, right? And it's really gonna be a lot easier for you if you actually plan your day ahead and you're gonna like, if you work a 9-to-5 job, right? So 9 to 5 you work, and then at 5 p.m. you come home, and from, like you gotta eat, you gotta do this stuff. So from 6 to, 8 p.m. you just move the needle in your business. And then if only you've done that, you reward yourself, right? We as humans also have like a reward system, right? So like if we do something we usually don't do and we're proud, we can reward ourselves, right? So you could reward yourself with a video game. That's what I used to do to just like motivate myself as well to move the needle, right? From 6 to 8 p.m. you actually, move the needle, and then you play 1 or 2 video games, and that's it, okay? So guys, that is just, like my experience being with gaming. Honestly, I know it's really hard. Okay, like a lot of people that don't play video games, they're probably gonna be like, dude, what do you mean? It's just like a stupid video game. You can, easily quit that, But if you're really, have isolated yourself for reasons that, you feel like anxiety, like you're awkward, when you're doing, social interaction, you just like hide again in like that gaming world. And a lot of people, like myself, I used to like say, screw this crap. Like, I don't like, being made fun of, or, like having this awkward feeling. I'd rather just, stay home, play video games, and, eat nice food. That's what I'd rather do, right? And it's so easy to do that. But if you really want change, you really have to start doing the opposite of, what you usually don't do. Because I used to be, like a complete introvert. And honestly, I still, like consider myself kind of an introvert, but then again, like if you allow yourself for the opposite to come in life, right? So being introverted, but also extroverted, then, like you can really make an amazing balance, right? So when you go out, you can, just behave like a really nice person, that's kind in social, right? So I hope that made sense, but either way, guys, I am just gonna end this video right here. And also just to get back to the one-to-one consult, so actually a few spots have opened up in like my calendar. There's actually a case study in the description down below. So if you want to check it out, just click on the link, check out the case study. I made it like 1 day ago, and you can book in a call personally with myself. So guys, let me know what you have thought of this video. I've like never done a video like this before. I hope that has really helped you. And if you got like a specific question on Bass, my situation is kind of different. How should I go about it? I would love to give you a piece of advice if you just leave a comment down below, and I'm gonna get back to you. So guys, hope you have an awesome day. See ya.